Hello.
Cool. Yeah.
Hello.
Quick opening statement, and then we'll take some questions.
Well, I think as we've been saying all morning, these accusations are extremely troubling and be taken very seriously. We're waiting to get an extended briefing and to get the latest information on these accusations.
Are you concerned that this could reflect badly on the council as a whole?
Well, right now, in terms of the preliminary information we have on the indictment, there is actually none of the allegations have to do with any sort of allocation of funds from the council particularly. So obviously, we are really concerned about the responsibility that we are given as elected officials. So days like today are never good days for the institution.
Do you think he should resign?
I think that that's too preliminary. We have some accusations. Everyone deserves their day in court, and he'll have his day in court.
Madam,
We are actually, he has stepped down from the chairmanship that he has, and we will be working with the colleagues in the Queen's delegation with regards to the allocation of discretionary allocations in this district. That he has to go forth his days in court, and he will follow in the process that way.
Bobby?
should he resign from the council?
That's up to him to decide.
With the discretionary funding, though, just to be clear, so what steps did you take as far as his discretionary funding?
He will not have the ability to allocate funds to his district, but his district constituents should not be penalized for his actions. And so we will be doing consultation with the Queen's delegation as a whole, with my office as well. Every single organization that gets funds from the council is thoroughly vetted. And so that process will be determined in consultation with the Speaker's office and in consultation with the Queen's delegation.
Will he be consulted at all on the member items at all in his district?
No, we have a process by which organizations have a time in which they have to apply for funds. Whatever organizations from his district that have met that deadline will be considered, but they will not be based on consultation with the council member.
Is this an argument for ending member items altogether?
Not at all. As I indicated, the current indictment does not say anything about allocation of discretionary allocations from the council. So this is obviously other matters. Again, it's an initial indictment. As the process moves forward, we'll see where that takes us. But right now, no, I do not believe, and I still stand strongly by the importance that member items play in our locally based community organizations.
Madam Speaker, when you first heard this news, what went through your mind? What was your reaction? What were you thinking?
That is unfortunate. I mean, I really believe in ethical governance, in transparency, and we have been given and entrusted by our constituents to uphold, right, and be responsible in the way that we govern. So it is always a sad day when we hear any colleague that is defying that.
Is the ethics committee going to take any action?
There is a role for the ethics committee, yes, to be convened.
And what is that?
Well, there will be a hearing and the information will be brought forth. Right now, that's as much as I can
There'll
say.
be an ethics committee hearing.
Yes.
Do you know when that will be?
None, not yet.
Can I ask you a budget question real quick? Just what do you expect to see in the mayor's executive budget proposal tomorrow? Do you expect any indication that he'll include the 1,000 police officers or any of the other proposals that you guys put forward?
Well, we put a lot of thought and we had a really thorough process in our response, the budget response. I do know that the administration has carefully looked at our response. We are in conversations. Obviously, we would like to see some of our recommendations included. And so my hope and my expectation is that we will see some of those allocations made to the items that we recommended in our preliminary budget response.
Last question.
What is the process for selecting a new chair for the Welfare Committee?
Oh, he's the substance abuse, I think,
Sorry.
subcommittee. That's the conversation that we haven't gotten to yet, but we will have an internal conversation about that.
Thank you, everybody.
very much.
Thank you.
Have you spoken
Thank you.
to Councilman Wills?
No.
Oh, para allá. ¿Cómo está?
She said no.
All right.
So she's confirmed now on the record that his member items are.
Yeah, although